cabochon from that petrified wood. Not bad, huh? Are we alive? Are we alive? Are the dogs a barking and the flowers a bloomin'? Are we alive, everybody? Give me a 5 by 5 if you can see these flowers are alive. Tara's Treasure's got a 5 by 5 for me. I picked these for you. For you, everyone. For everyone who did a live stream today, who released a video, who has a birthday. Cheers, everybody. It's Friday night, and this is the Friday Night Live. And we've got all sorts of beauty to share with you this evening. How are you, though? I would love to hear how you are doing. But first, let's go ahead and say hello to everybody who has dropped by to hang out this evening with us. We've got Kurt from Rock Hounding Expeditions, and we have Tara's Treasures, as I saw, and said, and we have Ma brandishing the wrench. And Ma, get ready. I'm going to ask for a few links, if you don't mind, my darling, because we had some pretty neat stuff going on earlier, and I'd love for folks to be able to check those things out when we are done hanging out here. And that cab was extra juicy. Boy, we squeezed some freshly freshly squeezed wood juice out of that bad boy. Juicy cab. Golden, says Beth. Ellen Nagel, thank you so much for coming. And Blind Squirrel Rocks has a flown on in here. I always think of the flying squirrel. So blind flying squirrels that we will be seeing some of the rocks of a little bit later. And you saw in the opening as well. We have the Tomcat Josh with us. I hope that you're doing well and staying cool. And Eric the cat has joined us here too. Thank you for coming. We've got the 555. That's an extra 5. We've been upgraded. I like it. And that Opal guy is here. Good to see you, Don. I hope that we have an upcoming video from you. We're going to have a moment to discuss about the videos that have just dropped, and hopefully y'all can hit up some links. And I'm hoping that the links in my head are working this evening. Everybody take a deep breath. It's Friday. I just blew into the microphone. Sorry, I took a breath for you. Smooth move, DJ. Popping the peas and getting all breathy. Hey, Allison is here. Allison had a super fun video earlier, but like I said, we'll be wanting to talk about that here in a moment. And it looks like we've got the Huntress in the house as well. And she will begrudgingly help with some links. Anybody who's got the wrench, and thank you so much, moderators, for everything that you do, and everybody who's out there. Thank you for everything that you do. It's been a blast of a week watching you guys all play with the rocks. What would we do without it? Seriously. And so we've got a recipe on that Opal guy's channel. Cool. A recipe for what? Mischief? Danger? Intrigue? And Phil is here. Thank you for coming, Phil. I said hello to some of you before we got this live started. I realized that we were supposed to be starting, and I was hanging out in the chat. Like, hey guys, how's it going? What's gonna happen? Oh wait. And so over there also in the chat before we got started was the Soul Adventurous. So want to make sure to say hi to you, Cheryl. Thank you for coming. Oh my gosh, we've got reason to get the bell a bellin. Hey, Jim, I picked these for you as well. Thank you for gifting those 10 Ozone Fine Art Adventures memberships. I really appreciate that. And so we're gonna get the bell going, and then we'll get the Steinkerns a kernin, and we'll get some a chatting, and we'll get the rocks a going. Sound like a good plan? Okay, I'm gonna put these right there. I came prepared. I did. It doesn't happen very often, but today it happened. So, Steinkerns to you, Jim, and everyone for coming this evening on this beautiful Friday. Hope you had a great week, and I hope you have an even better rock filled week and ahead. Oh, yeah, that's going down real nice. And the bell. Thank you, Jim. And I wanted to mention I have been doing a fair amount of research lately. We've been going down to up and around to the river to go find some fossils. And there has been a huge amount of research is surrounding that. And another adventure that we went on earlier this year, I still haven't produced the excitement out of the find. It's still kind of on the down low because we're still making sure it is what it is. But I was thinking on the river, boy, I could use a research grant. Like I should go back to school and I need a research grant for all the things that I'm doing, just as a citizen scientist. And then it occurred to me, you guys have been helping with the research grant. And so I thank you for the memberships, allowing other people to climb on board and to experience the fun with us. And then actually this is what we do together with what you're putting into the channel. It's definitely going to good use. And so thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And I did want to mention that we've got Wisconsin Rock Stalker here in the house. No Jazz Jerry is hanging out. And make coffee, it looks like. Oh, and salutations and Steinkerns to you, Brian, out there in the beautiful Gem State. I can't wait to see more of the spoils that are happening and hear more of the great stories. That is another video that I wish to draw your attention to. We'll go over that in, like I said, just a moment. I want to make sure that we say the hellos, though. We're going to take it slow and easy this evening, guys, because it's Friday and we all deserve to put our feet up and take a serious deep breath and chill pill. So I hope that you're all doing that. And you'll have to excuse, I have a couple of co-hosts. There goes one right there. There it is. Yep. It's that time of year. I think I might have brought a couple of things in with the bouquet of flowers. Oh, lemon meringue pie. That sounds delicious. And Ryan, I hope that I said hello to you. Good evening. we've been hanging out a little bit already this evening. Like I said, Tara's Treasures had a great live and a video drop that y'all need to go check out. And so, if a moderator wouldn't mind popping that up into the chat, I would love for folks to go check out that fun. We've got nice, from Soul Adventurist. We have another research grant. Thank you so much. And here comes the bell. I'm sharing the workout this evening. I'm balancing out the sides, making sure everything's properly working. Thank you so much, Soul. Really appreciate that. We've got big things happening here at Ozone Fine Art Ventures, and you guys have your fingers in it. And I want to make sure that you are feeling like a part of it. And this actually does help a whole bunch. And so, really, really appreciate that, Soul. And so, on the note of the videos, I said hello to Brian and mentioned that they had a great live stream from Idaho already at the opal mines over there in Spencer. And so definitely need to go and check out that live stream. That was a good bit of fun. And we do need to know what kind of shenanigans happened that evening. We're all dying to know. And so hopefully we get a chance to check that out and get a research grant, right, Ma? Oh man. I mean, this alone would warrant going back to school. Just so that I could foot some of the stuff, because I'm out there anyway. Boy, wouldn't it be great if we could figure out how to get our credits and some help with it. But it's fun just doing it, and it's worthwhile just doing it, because from what I can tell, scraping around trying to find bits of information on what I'm doing, it's evident that the research needs to be done because there's not a whole lot out there. And so we get to do that together, and it is exciting. So I really appreciate you guys. And I'm scrolling down. I think I've gotten a little bit behind. So I did mention the AZRE Rockhound Expeditions live stream was a blast. You got to go check that out. And yes, I did make some notes for myself because it's been a week and my brain cells are all sort of particulated and excited. So we're going to try to congeal them back together. Jeff did a Truck Hound Chronicles that you got to go check out. And we've got Kyle's live is actually him in person doing a live sale over there in the Valley. So if you're anywhere in the Pacific Northwest, go check out Kyle in person. That is going on, I believe, all weekend long. And somebody in the chat might be able to help me out if it is different than that. And oh my gosh. Oh, and Rick is here. Steinkerns and Rotor foraminifer formal hellos to you. But I gotta show this. Thank you so much. What does this button do? Oh, what does this button do? Does this include a research grant? Why, yes, it does. Thank you. Ring the bell. And a hearty bell ringing to you. Sorry about shouting there. I hope I didn't like everybody's, red pegged on that one. Didn't expect that to come out so loud. I'm coming out hot, guys. Thank you. And here we go. We were celebrating earlier. Totally forgot to mention 300 plus subs. Got way too excited about the rocks. Whoops. And I never rang my bell next time. Girl, we'll ring the bell for you. Let's ring the bell right now for Tara. She did a great live stream. The live was very entertaining. And you guys, it's not easy to do. And even YouTube tried to throw her a curveball and throw her off a bit. It can be nerve-wracking just to get onto a live. If you've tried it before, you probably know. And then if the first one doesn't work out, you're like, do I bail now? So here comes the bell for you, Tara. Awesome job. Okay, and we have this from Brian. Late breaking news. We loaded a video up on our member side, which, if you're not a member, go become a member. It's super duper inexpensive. It's like less than buying yourself a coffee. So buy them the coffee, or half of a coffee, really. And then you can see what the shenanigans were. And I obviously have missed that notification. I'm going to go check out the shenanigans as soon as I'm done here. But work beckons first. Dave Lou is here. Good to see you, Dave. And I think I owe you. Did I get you the information that you needed? It's been a frazzling and dazzling week to 2 weeks. We were gone for a while on more of an actual vacation with relatives as opposed to being on the job. But of course, I'm always on the job. So we did do some rock hounding, and there will be some video of that. And I was researching while we were gone. And then we came back and work, and we are basically touching the base and then running to the next. So we're in and out a bunch, and it's fantastic. And so at any rate, I know that I'm dropping the ball on some things. If I owe you some information, or you need some information from me or whatever, please, if I haven't done it, hit me back. And so let's see. I am behind. And Jeff, this is something that I would also really quickly love to address. And that is, I wish I was coming to Spencer so badly as well. It is in every fiber of my body a huge wish, and I know it will come true. The timing isn't good. We have to stay close to home base, and so we've been like taking short circles out. We have to get out and do the things that we need to do, like some of the mining, but we aren't even leaving the state this year. There's just too much kind of going on with people in the family, and we need to be here. And so I can't wait to come out and play with you guys, and it will happen. Mark my words. It just can't be this one trip. And so I'm hoping that we can, you guys will do like a re-get together, and I'll get together with y'all for the first time. And so there we go. We've got Allison coming up with links. I really appreciate that. Brian and Julie and Kane hunting Bigfoot. That is awesome. We have the Bigfoot hunt. I love it. And you have to wonder, does Opal, Idaho Bigfoot like be different than the Sasquatch that is out here in the Pacific Northwest? We with inquiry minds need to know. And let's see. Tara's Treasures is wondering if she should go down to Kyle's tomorrow. I think yes, would be awesome, especially if you would go live for all of us. That would be wonderful. And oh no, Eric, I hope that you wish to stay awake right now, because we're not trying to keep you awake if you want to go to sleep. I was telling somebody earlier, we'll try to lull you to bed with the gorgeous visions that we have prepared for you this evening, and the chortlish laughter of the crazy host. That would be a lullaby for you. And so, Mr. Rick is being wished a happy birthday by a Wisconsin rock stalker, and I'm glad that you remembered. We did find out on the other live stream, and happy birthday to you, Rick the Wonderful. Here's the bell. And I might have mentioned that at the very, very beginning as well. You know, those flowers could be for you. Along with everybody else that came this evening. Okay, and let's see. Okay, so Allison, who is in the house this evening, did also drop a video about some selenite crystals that was just amazing. Those were so easy on the eyes, and they just kept on coming and coming. And so definitely go check that out. That was magical. And okay, I didn't. I thought so. When I saw your name, Dave, I was like, I think I dropped the ball on that one. So let me get you the deets that you are looking for, and we can get like a little exchange going. And it looks like Julie is in the house as well. And so, hi all. I was cooking dinner and listening, eating real quick, then leaving for more shenanigans. Good. You gotta get the proper fuel for the shenanigans. Are we looking for more big feet, or are we looking for something else? Is there perhaps an opal werewolf out there, or some kind of gorgon or something like that? We would like to know. Resort Dog is here. Good to see you, Resort Dog. Thanks for coming and welcome in. And I know, you guys, but I'm so excited for you. And what is so cool about all y'all going is that not only do you get to hang out with each other, but you are going to share it with us. We're counting on you. Obi-Wan Cheryl Obi. We're counting on you. Help us. Okay. And it looks like the Opal boys are keeping you busy. Excellent. Because if idle hands are mischievous ones, or are the working hands the mischievous ones? I have a feeling it could go either way with you guys. And Blind Squirrel Rocks is saying those shenanigans ain't going to shenanigan themselves. I like that. Right? But yeah, I'm hoping that these rock togethers that you guys are experiencing right now in Spencer can, they might be a catching thing. And so we'd love to come to Spencer. We'd love to go check out the AZRE mining. And so we're really hoping that we can put that in queue when things kind of lighten up around here. And there's a lot of other places that we'd love to go. And I'm hoping that you're going to be there too. Y'all are going to be there. Somehow we're just going to get us all over there. Wherever there is, we'll find us there together. That's my sentiment for this evening. It looks like Turtle's in the house. Good to see you, Turtle. Thank you for coming. And whenever there's exclamation points and like laughy faces, I know Turtle's in the house. There's no Sasquatch. It's just me running around the woods with a 5 o'clock shadow. Yikes, that's a good one. All right. We've got lots of good wishing folks happy birthdays and chatting about the upcoming get together. And Eric the cat is talking about Allison's embedded labradorite into a meteorite a while back. Or did I dream that? You did not dream that. That was so spectacular. And we did get to see it in the live, but I believe that there's a video on that. Or am I dreaming that as well? Are we having a group instance? Do we need an inception? I've got a tool for the inception. It'll be the first thing that we look at tonight. You guys are going on and on. I cannot keep up with you, but I love it. You guys keep that chat hot. And I'm going to show you a hot thing that I have, a hot and spicy race. rock, spicy rice. Maybe we're hungry. And so what we've got here in this vial is a cool thing that has a kind of cool story attached to it. And you guys did see thank you for the link, Allison. Excellent. You guys saw a little bit of it in the beginning. And so let me cue that, and I'm going to bring it back up here. She says, let's do this. All right, there it is. And stop. Okay. So what I've got here is the trinitite. And those of you, take that down for a second, those of you who know might be mildly excited or very, very excited about this. And I'm here to tell you about what the trinitite is. And you know what's really interesting, Opal Guy, is that apparently it doesn't UV this particular kind of the trinitite. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take my cheat sheet out and let you know that the trinitite, and for this part, maybe I'll add this back. Let's bring that back and pause it. Okay, so and even we'll bring it back to the same thing that we were just looking at. And so let's see, is that it? Nope, blurry. There we go. Okay, so trinitite is actually the soil that was fused into glass by the heat of the Trinity test, which was the world's first nuclear explosion that took place on July 16th, 1945. And that did happen at the collection site, or rather the blast site in New Mexico. And so this particular vial that I have here is from that. It was collected from there. It is a tektite. I believe it's considered a tektite. And they are illegal to collect now. And so the way that I got this particular vial is by a person that is a part of the family that was actually there from the time in which it was detonated till 1952. You were not It was not illegal. You could go and you could take pieces of the tritonite if you could find them. And then they realized that they were too radioactive for general consumption, and so they plowed it over, they bulldozed the site over, and they made it illegal to collect anymore. And so what's out there is the onlyest of what's out there. It is okay for them to be traded like commercially, and it is okay for you to have specimens. And so this was gifted to me by somebody who actually collected it and was invited to the site to oversee the site. Had the in and was able to collect it oneself, and is here to tell the story of it. Didn't assume too much of the radioactivity. And so it looks like Laura's here. Thank you for coming, Laura. And so what's interesting also, I know my first knee-jerk reaction and the knee-jerk reaction that y'all just had was throw that thing under the UV. Well, the thing about the UV is that apparently this is only excited, the only excited tektite from this blast is a red version. So I guess that one's spicier. This is the green version. and you can see it, not that well with this camera, but I'm about to show you that magnified view one more time. And so the green version apparently doesn't react with the UV. And so I thought that that was interesting when I was doing that little bit of research. The first thing that I checked was like, is it okay for me to have this? But they do recommend, like, don't be taking that bad boy out of the vial and whatnot. And so I'm going to add this back up and we'll look at this really quick. So I did you can see the kind of shine of the plastic down at the bottom, and you can even see some of the lines of its creation. This is the trinitite at 30 times magnification. And you can see also that there is just a myriad of interesting things going on there. And so I'm going to figure out how to carefully get some better magnification opportunities with this, because this is only at 30x and we're seeing this. And this was from a nuclear detonation. This is the glass that was created by the heat of the explosion, just like we get the tektites from the asteroid blasts, or the meteorite blasts rather. And whoop. Yeah. And so that was like one insanely cool thing that I had happen here in the last little bit. And then we have another insanely cool thing going on. Rick, thank you. Cheers to Steinkerns, Alemia, Ichthyosaurs, Belemnites, Orthoceras, my new favorite, and 68-year-old fossils named Rick deserve a great big bell. Here we go. That's so cool. and you're that young, sir. Seriously, thank you so much for the super, and we wish you so many more rotations around the sun. Seriously, we would never know you were that advanced. And so thank you. And let's see, we have don't try to smell it. Yeah, I took it out of the bag, or I took it out of the vial to put it underneath the microscope, but I kept it in the bag. And yeah, I was still totally paranoid about it. So I was handling it with the tongs, tweezers, and I was washing my hands copiously afterwards, not breathing while I was doing it. And so we'll figure out some way to get that bad boy underneath the microscope, though, because it's just too interesting not to. And so I promise that's coming up. And Blind Squirrel Rock says, tip in the Steinkern tea, Rock. And we should all do that. I am not going to drink this. I was going to just now, but that's not what I'm going to drink. Let's do this one instead. I know it's hot out there for a lot of you. Stay hydrated. Public service announcement to you. All right, we've got, Scott Argyle. Good to see you. Hope that you're staying cool. From Earth to Elegance is in here as well. Thank you for joining us. And I believe that was probably a hi, everyone. Just got settled into camp and logged in. And what a surprise to catch this live. Well, we're here for you. Wherever you might go, we need to bring this rock community along and have good times, right? And so I'm glad that you're bringing us along on your good time as well. Thank you for that. And Jeanette is here. Good to see you, Jeanette. Thank you for coming. And where was I? Was just looking at something and making sure that, okay, so we have a guest star on this evening, and we're going to have a little looky-loo at something, a little teaser for something that's coming up real soon. And so here we go. Look at this. What do we have here?
I just have to say, did my flashing lights draw the attention?
Yes. So good show for you. How you doing? It's Refocus Rooted Rockhound, everyone.
Doing well. How you doing tonight?
Wonderful, thank you. And thank you for joining us. What do we got going on here, sir?
Yeah, so here is a couple things going on. Actually, gonna be a little triple sneak peek. So first off, we've got
Okay.
a nice little cut in the center there, and this is one of the Lake County diamonds, and this is one done by Patrick. And if you give me 1 sec to move the lights, pull the phone back
Yeah.
just a little bit,
I'm trying to optimize.
right?
So
We'll put it
forgive
on the
me.
little gem grabber. Try and not get it too smudged up here.
Nope. There we go.
I keep bumping my camera too. That's not helping the wiggles. Okay, so got a lovely stone here that Patrick produced. And I'm not going to show too much more of it, but look at that.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
And he named it after me.
Aw. So did he hatch that cut by any chance?
So, um, I've got a whole little diagram for it here.
Oh, look at that.
The Rufo Trill.
Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, that is the coolest thing ever to have a
And
stone named after you.
it includes notes from his daughter.
They're very official.
I love it. I told him I'm going to frame this and absolutely keep it with the stone forever.
Right? That is the coolest thing ever. Well, Patrick, if you're out there, awesome cut, beautiful gem, and your daughter is precious.
Right? Loved that. That was a great little addition. I loved that so much. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and then we've also got some little beautiful. Actually, let's play a guessing game. Let me maybe adjust the camera a little bit. We'll get a little closer because they're hard to tell. The color does change in the lighting. Oh, and I've got them on a pink surface. That's just not fair. Hold on.
I was gonna say, like, man, this is an advanced test because yeah, the magenta is kind of
Yeah.
throwing us off a bit. Is that like a great big bull?
Yeah, it is. This is
Holy
Russian synthetic ruby. She's speechless, y'all.
yeah, she is speechless. That is a huge and gorgeous thing that if you end up cutting that, I might need some of that.
So that's a little sneak peek into something else very, very big coming for the channel. If you know what these are, this is a big deal. This is the most precious thing I've ever owned.
Yeah, that is a
And
big deal.
technically don't own. I should clarify, this is a commission piece. So I'm
Okay.
selling it on commission for someone. My hands are shaking, so I'm like, oh.
Right? Mine would be shaking even more, so good on you, sir.
And then these, if you look at them from the back, they're kind of blue, but if you look at them from the front, they're kind of purple, and that should be kind of a dead giveaway. Does anyone know what
Okay,
these
so
are?
we've got Ma guessing right here. Is she
Well,
right?
Muzz a cheater because she's one of the only people who saw these.
Oh. But she did come up with ruby jello. That or else is cranberry sauce, the kind that you get
Oh,
around
this one,
Thanksgiving
yeah.
out of the can. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a ruby jello right there. It looks canned with the lines in it. It's got the can lines.
Oh my gosh. We've got honey bunches of protons. I like that. Opal guy, beautiful.
So
And
yeah,
Tara's Treasures is saying those stones are gorgeous. Heck yeah. So tell us a little bit about these gemmies that you've got.
yeah. So these are some little tanzanites that were a gift along with these. So I'm selling a handful of buells. It's so hard to say that word. So I've got a handful of those that we're going to be doing some really fun informational videos on, and then they'll be for sale. And then he gifted me some other fun things too, like these little tanzanites for me to keep or use at my discretion, and a couple bags of shark teeth. So we have a whole bunch of little shark teeth here too.
Nice. And
Yeah.
Emma is like, when did I see those? Those are Tanzanite colors. What else could they be? I think her knickers are a little bit twisted right now. Did
Oh,
she
I
see those
swear
ahead of time?
I thought I posted them in her server. Maybe not. Maybe I only posted them in
Oh,
mine.
no.
Yeah, little tiny tanzanite
It's okay,
facets.
Ma, you're not a cheater. We know you're not a cheater.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I do remember you did show those to me. Still not a cheater, but she's coming
No,
clean.
yeah. But they're gorgeous little tiny facets. I love the way the light plays so differently with the color.
They're delicate and gorgeous. There's a reason why those things are worth what they are worth, which is a lot, guys. Those of you who aren't in the gemmy part of the world, there's folks that like go into the niches. Some people are more into geodes or just the rocks, or I'm just a hounder, like I don't have anything to do with facets or whatever. And then you got all of the folks that, eat facets for breakfast. And so it's kind of cool to have this exposure across our community. Tara's Treasures is saying, love the shark teeth. Do you have a little bit more story on those?
I do. So those were also a gift from him. This is a friend of the community. He's not super active in the chats here. He watches from time to time. He is in my Discord and most active there. He goes by Neji. But yeah, he got a whole bunch of bules. This is a YAG, chromium YAG. It's actually gonna blow your mind. Let's see if it does it with my UV. In certain wavelengths, it glows different colors. So even though it's green, this one glows like
Oh, good
pink
Lord.
purple in the UV.
Good mother of all things that are gorgeous. I need some of that. I need to cut that
Yeah,
badly. We'll
that's
talk.
a
We'll have to talk.
chromium YAG, and it's got some fractures in it. But I mean, in between the fractures, there's lots of large workable space. But yeah, so wild. We've got a handful more here. I'm gonna have to show you, but I don't want to spoil too much for the videos. I mean, we got some synthetic diamond, maybe.
Oh, we won't tell anybody, right, guys? We won't spoil it for
All right,
anybody.
all right. I'll show
We
a
love
couple
getting
more.
the sneak preview. And Jim is saying my knees get weakest for agates. I get it, man. I know. I love how everybody's kind of got their own Achilles heels. We share. We help each other out with.
Yeah,
And
I'm all for the agates and UV material, but sometimes you just can't resist some wild lab-grown synthetics.
oh my gosh, wild lab grown synthetics. Yeah. Wow.
So this, we believe, is cubic zirconia.
Okay. You'll know when
Big
you cut
old,
it.
yeah, big old chunk of CZ.
Yeah, yeah. And it's already behaving as far as its refraction. Like that is a potential. Boy, if you need any help with your testing, I'll be a lab rat for you. And Jeff is saying simply take a sledge to it.
Oh my lord.
Thank you, Jeff. When we're to our last possible move, that would probably be it. And Rick was wondering if it's Neja Springfield or something like that.
Yes, yes, that is
Okay.
our buddy. You've maybe seen him post about these before. So he picked these up and was kind of attempting to sell them, but without anyone knowing too much about them. And I was in Florida, where he lives, and decided, go meet up with him. I had initially thought I was just picking up a few of the small ones for myself, but then it became a whole thing where I picked up most of what he had with the idea that I will be doing a lot of work to identify the ones that we don't know. We've got some sapphire, ruby, chromium yag, some stuff we know, some stuff we might know, and then some totally
So
unknowns. And
that
then I'll sell what I can and get a commission for it, and yeah, he'll get the rest.
that's perfect. So everybody out there, we get to support two different people if we are pitching in on this project, which is it sounds like a glorious idea to me. So to backtrack just a tiny bit, that blue that was synthetic sapphire.
Or, sorry, that I might have grabbed the wrong one here. That might be, we've got a few that are similar colors. This might be the synthetic sapphire. Where's my light? Where is it?
I love that super liquidy color. I mean, I'm thinking either that or the topaz that they're
Yeah,
they're doing. So maybe we've got one or the other of those.
we need to try and to decipher. Some of the writings are just measurements. Like some of the writings have just been centimeter and millimeter measurements of the bules, which is
Uh-huh.
not very helpful. But a couple have had interesting markings, or like this one, I think that's just silicon or silicon. I think you'd say silicon. It's just like shiny. It's the lightest weight of them. It's got an odd shape to it, is why I was covering it.
Oh dear. Okay, we're like not trying to get YouTube's attention on that, right? And
We had
so
some. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Tara had a question. Is YAG related to slag? And no, but do you have an explanation for the YAG, Rufotris?
Probably not as good as you, to be honest. I just know that YAG is one of the types of synthetic crystals they grow with. I don't remember what the YAG. What is it? Yttrium or something?
Yeah, it's
Yttrium.
yttrium aluminum garnet, or I
Okay.
believe that the yeah. So in at least some of the synthetics, it's a YAG because of that. Um, uh,
Oh, YAG,
yeah,
yttrium aluminum garnet. Ah, I
right.
see.
Yeah.
I just know
Um,
they use YAG crystals in the tattoo laser removal machine where I'm getting my tattoo removed. They were telling us how it's a YAG crystal in there.
uh-huh. Yeah, it's interesting if y'all are super interested in this sort of thing. You might want to backtrack to a wonderful video that was done by Patrick, who actually even had Arya Akivan on his video. And it was about the bulls, and it was about the synthetics and the reason why they brought them about, to integrate into watch parts and that sort of thing.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I
and
think
so
I feel like I've
hopefully
seen
that
that,
helps
but
you guys.
yeah, I feel like I've seen that one. I'm sorry, back to the shark
Oh, it's
teeth.
it's
We were
fantastic.
asked about the shark teeth.
And if you don't mind maybe fetching that, since we have these like the bulls on the table, how often do you get this opportunity? You might want to pop that Patrick video up for all to nerd out on, because it's freaking awesome, people. I can't over express the amount of respect I have for this particular. It's like a true documentary. Oh, thank you. Already on it, girlfriend.
Unfortunately, I can't see the chat at the moment, so I'm missing a lot of that. But were you mentioning, is this a newer video of his talking about the startup company that's going into making them,
I don't know if
or
it
unrelated?
included the information about the startup company. I can't remember. It was just like the total information on, for why I think it was specifically because it was a Washington company, and so he was doing the history of, kind of Washington mineralogy. And we have these teeth. Like, how many teeth do we have on the table at this point? That is an amazing amount, and people are definitely, loving that.
Yeah, some really nice ones. I only found 4 myself while I was out there, and then I was given by 2 different people. I was given a handful of shark teeth. One guy gave me, I believe, this one and a few of these other big ones, and then all the rest also came from Neji.
Nice.
Little snaggletooth. Now I just have to start learning to identify them. I know how to pick out like the Makos, or possibly a Mako. It's the wider ones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I need like a little ID chart to start looking at all the shark teeth.
Okay, so Allison was saying back on the script on that bull 406M. Well, 406 is the prefix to Montana, and there is an M is the first letter in Montana. Obviously, you should send that to me, she said. And naughty you, Jeff. I just saw that comment as well. Um, but yeah, these are great teeth. You definitely have quite a few treasures there, and I love how mineralized they are in different colors. That is so cool.
Yeah, so I picked out some of the bigger and best and most defined ones here that I'd first dumped out. And pretty much all of these will be going out to people in the community through various methods, whether it be you get a box from me or you're in my Patreon or giveaways I do or sales I do. I'll just be throwing little shark teeth in everyone's packages.
Nice. And Rick is saying that you were holding up a lower jaw hemipriestis. And so that's cool. I hope that was the one you were talking about. I know that Rick seems to be quite good at this, and so too is our friend Ken, and then so too is our friend Theo. And so perhaps one of these people can let you guys know what you've got if you end up with one of these cool teeth. And oh, it looks like Jeff is saying, I think I have a chart, Chris. I will send it to you if I can find it. That would be
Nice,
helpful
yeah.
too.
I definitely saw some on Google. I did quickly Google shark teeth fossilization ID chart and whatever, and a bunch popped up. I just didn't save any.
Right
Yeah,
on. Betty, did
lots
I
of
say
goodies
hi to
there.
ya? Hi to you. Welcome in. But I just love the visual of seeing all of those together on the table, and then actually the sound was very ASMR.
Oh, could you hear it through my mic? I've got my not so
Yes.
great mic on.
Oh no.
Yeah,
It's so
I'll do it.
enjoyable.
Give it one of these.
Shark's Tooth, everybody. The music of Shark's Teeth.
Yeah,
Nice.
lots of pretties there. Definitely was a lot of fun to just sit and poke through them for a while.
For sure. And Mr. Turtle Montana is saying someone's getting a nice visit from the Tooth Fairy tonight.
Yeah.
And would that make Chris the Tooth Fairy?
The reverse tooth fairy, I'll be sending out teeth.
Right? Yeah, the anti-Tooth Fairy, right? Nice. Yeah, those are so cool. And did you have a good time trying to collect them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just glad I didn't get sunburned. I did spend quite a few hours out day after day, just sitting along the beach. I did keep reapplying the sunscreen, but it gets toasty out there in Florida.
Oh
And yeah,
yeah.
I just spent hours looking, and even though I wasn't very successful, I did, keep finding some really cool shells along the way. And I mean, I found 4 shark teeth, which was still exciting. Each one was really fun to find.
Wow. Oh
A couple
my
more
gosh.
beetles. I got a whole
Oh,
pile of them I'm not pulling out.
oh
I
man,
don't know
that
what's up with
pink
this.
though.
I don't know what's with that weird color play. Oh, it's
Like the
like a,
chatoyants that you were
yeah.
seeing? Yeah. That might just be the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say it might be the way it's broken in half or something and the light's coming
Yeah.
through, but
Or not. I mean, maybe it's actually got like a a cool chatoyance to it.
yeah, I don't know. Really frosted though. The frosting plays a weird effect. Maybe it's just that.
Uh-huh. Oh, I really, really like that shade of pink.
Yeah.
I know
This
Mud
one,
doesn't like it either.
I really liked this one. The color was fun. This is a seed crystal they use when they start growing the lab crystals.
Oh, interesting.
So
That's
they'll
also a
basically,
gorgeous color.
yeah, they basically attach a chunk of crystal. I thought they used to be smaller, but um, they just attach a chunk of crystal into the vat, and this would be in the center, and the crystal in the pressure chamber would grow off of this
Oh.
as the structure ionizes. You've just got basically a bunch of free floating atoms of what they want to grow the crystal out of within this solution or I think some are solutions, some are gaseous. It just depends what they're growing. As far as I've kind of seen on a tiny bit of research, and they yeah, just hang this little seed crystal in there, and then everything grows off of that. It's wild.
Awesome. And so Jeff said that he found it and sent it to both of us on the Discord. So awesome.
Nice.
Perfect.
Cool.
Thank you for that,
Well,
Jeff.
yeah, other than that, that's about all I had. And a little extra as well for some sneak peek for y'all, but
Oh, that was
can't
so
wait to share more.
enjoyable. Yeah, chock full of gorgeous things. I think that there was a little something for everybody on this inclusion of Rufotris rooted rockhound. We got to see the fossil teeth. We got to see some beautiful cut gems from Patrick, and then those beautiful tanzanites, and then the bulls, which is not something that a lot of people get a chance to see. Oh yeah, you can't beat that with a stick or a sledgehammer or a Nerf sledgehammer, as it were. Look at those beautiful facets. Yeah,
Yeah.
Patrick does quite the good job. So, do you have an idea as to when the video might be coming out?
Yeah, things were a little delayed because I accidentally overbooked myself by having no days off for a little over 2 weeks. I've got school plus two jobs I'm currently working, and so we're looking at maybe next week on Thursday. But it
Perfect.
kind of depends. I'm just still training at my new second job, and my schedule is like I think only up through the Thursday or so. So yeah, we'll see. I will post to the community. I'll post in the Discord, and I'll make sure to give everyone hopefully a little bit of a warning.
Well, we sure do appreciate you taking some time out of your extremely busy schedule. You're going to school, you've got a couple of jobs. Of course, you've got home life that you gotta, chill for and a weekend to
Mm,
have. And so thank you so much for joining us.
gotta
Whoa,
have some time
and
to mine some gold and stuff. Been
good
getting a lot more
Lord.
gold lately.
Wow, that is impressive, Chris.
Yeah, I haven't. There's a lot I haven't been showing. I've still got a bucket of dirt I've been panning from my Yuba trip a few weeks ago. Each night after work, I go out there and I do just a few pans of gold, just a few pans of dirt, and get a little bit of gold out, and then come in and make dinner. And
Oh, that's that's living the life for a lot of us. That
yeah,
sounds really good, Chris.
love it. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go make some dinner while I keep watching what else you have to share with everyone, and be able to jump back in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
All right.
See y'all in the chat in a
Cheers.
minute. Later.
Okay. All right. And okay, how do I make myself big again? And thank you both Allison and Ma for bringing the links for the videos, channels, and the Discord. So if you would like to join us over there, Ma just put the Discord link up, and we've got some pretty big things going on over at the Discord this month. The jewelry competition, well, jewelry challenge, jewelry showcase, cab challenge, makers showcase, lots of good things going on for sure. So go check out the Discord and be part of the fun. We'll probably have a culmination of some of that stuff going on next week on our Friday Night Live. And I'm hoping that I'm all caught up here, so we don't get too behind. And what we've got, I showed you the beautiful radioactive superstar. We also have some rocks here that Kurt did send me, and Kurt sent them to me, I don't know, maybe like I want to say about a month ago. And I didn't open any of them because I had a job to do first. That got done. And this box was actually supposed, like, destined for me from, I think, more like around Christmas time. And so it has been aging quite well, like a fine wine, if you will. And so let's go ahead and open this bad boy. So I'm going to put this underneath the other camera, and let's see, we'll do that and get this guy up here for you. Yeah, see? It's a Christmas box. It's Christmas in August. Woo! We love it. Oh, there goes one of our Rockies. And so let's do this. And we'll have a look at the things that Kurt shared with us, and then we've got some of the things from Blind Squirrel Rocks, the things that I slabbed and cabbed coming up after that, just in case you were wondering about the lineup. Right now, I'd love you all to Steinkern while I'm putting this little tray of rocks over here. And before I forget, I would like to thank Sonia also. Sonia, if you're out there, your box that you sent me just darn near made me cry. I love the contents so much. I really, really do appreciate you and thinking of me in the way that you do. You guys all in the community are so generous with each other and with the channels. We just you can't beat the love that we have around in this place with a nerf sledgehammer. Boy, that is hard to say. I have my safety glasses or safety. I have safety glasses too, but we have safe scissors for Karen, so that we don't draw blood. Although we do have the icon for it. And I'm hoping that I haven't missed too much in the chat while I was blithering away about all of the wonderful things that Chris was showing us, and then getting ready for this segment of rock opening with y'all. And so here we're going to start off with, I love getting packages from Kurt because he is another one of those rap master flashes guys. I couldn't believe the first box that I ever got from him was so orchestrated in a logistical like phantasm that it was like a clown car. Stuff kept on coming out of the box in an impossible way. It was like he bent dimensions to be able to fit it all into a flat rate box. It was amazing. And we've got all the icons and just a stream of consciousness coming from Tomcat Josh. Thank you. We gotta love those. Thank you for using the emojis. We've got this beautiful. We could probably use a little bit more light. So I wonder if I can I do this for this? Yes. And I'm going to turn on a light. There we go. Is that any better? And so we've got some what looks like cool quartzy stuff with some pretty clouds in it. And so if you are around, Kurt, and you want to offer some locations and names, I'm not the best with this stuff, and I know I'm kind of holding it over to the side there, but only because that means that it's in the more part of the light as opposed to the less part of the light. I guess I could also move the microscope light out a bit more, lending some more light on our situation. There we go. And oh my gosh, it looks like Eric is heading off to dreamy land. Thank you so much for joining us, and we hope that you have sweet dreams and a wonderful weekend. We have this. I'm sorry, Eric, one more bell. Hopefully this does not keep you awake. Tomcat, thank you so much for the research grant and gifting 5 new memberships to folks. And that actually reminds me, I've got a video that includes some of what you saw in the entry video that is the making of that petrified wood cab. There's kind of like an amalgam of like, hey, this is what's been going on in the life of Ozone Fine Art Ventures for the last couple of weeks. That'll be heading up onto the membership side of the channel coming hopefully tomorrow, if I can get the editing done in time. So here comes the bell. And so I have a moment of time tomorrow. I really would love to not only get you that video, but I'm also working on part 2 of the river, so that we can we can all enjoy some of the research that has been done. And we do have an answer from Mr. Kurt right here. Yellow Cat, Utah chalcedony has tiny traces of uranium trapped in the silica. And so just when I turned on all the lights, we are wondering if it's hot. And I want you guys to know that the family member that I got the Titan, the Trinonite rather, from, actually does have a Geiger counter, is part of the science community. And so that's kind of one of the reasons why he was out there in the first place. Not to divulge too much about what he does, but yeah, so he actually said it wasn't too spicy. But this person actually does travel with his Geiger counter, and I just had to love that. Okay, so we are definitely getting spice off of this. You can see the green not very well because I just introduced a whole bunch of lights to the situation. But when I cup my hand, ooh, very cool. All right. Well, thank you. I see we would have missed how cool that rock was, as though the chalcedony by itself wasn't awesome. It's always nice to have the tools to show off the cool idiosyncrasies of these rocks. And let's see. Rick is calling me out. I need to bring up what Ma posted on the Jewelry Makers Showcase yesterday, OMG. Yes, go over and check out the showcase for sure. And Rick, we will definitely be checking out all of the beautiful makers things. Probably next week we'll do the culmination. And you know what? Everybody has been performing so beautifully. I agree. Ma is my friend, and so I am super stoked on everything that she makes, and she outdid herself on her latest piece of jewelry. And yet, I gotta say, everybody is just stepping up to the plate and hitting it out of the park, and I love it. So agree with you, and thank you for the reminder. And we're gonna go ahead and keep on keeping on here. Like I said, this cool little package here is it's nicely protected by this here box, or the corrugated cardboard. How cool of a wrapping job. I'm sorry, I just the devil's in the details, and I just love this. And so we've got some slabs, and nice, we've got the serpent stone. And I believe that this serpent stone, that if I'm not incorrect, if I am correct about this, that the claim, Kurt, the claim owner, and you have been doing some really beautiful work with these serpent stones. And so is it that? Because that would be exciting. I haven't had a chance to work with it yet, and so that's going to be really neat. You'll take a good look, everybody. You'll be seeing more of that soon. Guarantee it. And then on the other side of the fold, we have, oh my gosh, I think that everybody kind of knows this at first glance. And so it is the Indonesian marcasite. Oh my gosh, this stuff is so cool. Absolutely fabulous. And I had a little chunk that Mr. Turtle had shared with me, and it's so precious that I only made one little thing. And so now I've got more, I can feel a little bit more able to work with it. Who else is like that, where you feel like if you have a very limited supply of something, then you kind of keep it as a specimen until you get more, and then you feel like, okay, now I guess I can work this, and it's okay. Oh, you know what, Kurt, thank you so much for labeling some. I mean, even if you labeled nothing, I would be so grateful, but it's nice to have you along so that we can figure it out together. And Muzz, like, yes, here, gorgeous submissions so far this month. Absolutely. Like, I'm just calling everybody fabulous. Yeah, and I know, Rick, you're not trying to play favorites. It's quite all right. I just like I'm that like person that sits on the fence a lot, that, I have a hard time uh pointing out one thing without wanting to point out everything. That's just a a, a flaw in my design. um yeah, and you know what, Rick? You're allowed to have your fancy struck, and it's your birthday. So, of course I'm going to like you deserve to be celebrated and listened to on your birthday, so that's absolutely fine. I love it. Your fancy struck is absolutely something that we're all, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm holding this. Oh, look at this. You guys, you're like, we can't look at it because okay, I gotta open it, but oh my gosh. Um oh, I'm speechless. You're not supposed to be speechless as the host of a live stream, right? Okay. Let's see. Um Tara's saying that's my red moss piece specimen for now, but I'm leaning towards sending it off to Mutt. Nice. And Kurt's saying, "Yep, I'm like that too. Absolutely." And Ma will not argue with that. And as per what Rick was saying, we know that none of us would argue about that either. Ma is going to make something absolutely gorgeous out of it. We all agree. Yeah, struck fancy, right? You guys, check this out. So this is some of Kurt's handiwork, and it is just drop dead gorgeous, stunning. He does such an incredible job with doing the wire wrapping. It just doesn't get much finer than that, if it does at all. I just the again, devil is in the details. Look at the fine work, the stitches. I mean, I have so much respect for this because it boggles my mind. It's not something that I do. It's for you guys to do. It's for Kurt to do, and I am just gobsmacked that I am holding this. And so there was a little note in here. I'm going to leave that so that you guys can see it. And it is absolutely gorgeous. I agree, Laura. And from Earth to Elegance is agreeing. That's an awesome wrap, Kurt. Well done. It is amazing. Says Wisconsin Rock Stalker. Bob's Rocks is here. How you feeling, Bob? And he's saying that it's awesome too. And Tara is asking, what is the stone? And Kurt is saying, this is a piece of moss agate you sent me earlier this year. Oh my gosh. You're always commenting on my work, so Tessie, and I thought I should make you one. I'm gonna, like, I was close to crying earlier. Oh, jeez. Oh, thank you so much, Kurt. I'm so deeply touched. I'm gonna wear this in absolute just glee. This is gonna make me so happy to put on. And what a lovely thing, made out of moss agate. We gotta love it. So, wow, thanks again. Like, I'm looking around at what I could put it on right now so that I can just strap that around my neck, like at this exact moment in time. It is amazing, you guys. And we've got unbelievable wire wrapping on a fantastic stone. Agree. And so, wow, Kurt, you're so generous. Thank Tessie as well. You guys are both so sweet. And Scott Argyle is saying very nice and well done as well. And a rough day today, Bob. I'm sorry. Like, everybody get together and send Bob some really good energy or prayers or however it is that you do it. We need to do that for Bob. And Bob is saying, but was very busy today, so tired. Well, I'm glad that you're back to it. And so I do hope that you're feeling better soon. And everybody go ahead and just pump that good energy his way. Ma is saying Kurt's precision is incredible. And I agree with that. We've got Vermont serpentine. Yep, with magnetite. Ooh, cool. All right, let's get into this. We've got this right here. And this right here. And I do have spray bottle. We're going to make this wet really quick. I came prepared today, guys. I figured if I'm going to miss you guys deeply, which I did for a whole week. I missed last week. Then I better come ready. Look at that. That looks like script. That is so cool. And I'll bet you anything that performs incredibly well underneath the microscope. Who wants to see a microscope view of this? Well, we'll definitely have to do that. Not tonight, but very soon. That is so fancy. And those are the colors that I'm totally working with right now, by the way. Summer green. Summer green makes me feel fine. Kurt hooked me up with the serpentine with the summer green in it. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hopefully I wasn't flashing that too fast for you guys. Those colors though, right? Yes. Wet it. Yeah, you guys. Oh, and Kurt's saying, with all the amazing jewelry you have made, Tess, we feel it was right. You had one I made. Yeah, believe me. You know, Kurt, it's so funny because here we are. A lot of people who make jewelry think that or people who know people that make jewelry. Let's see if I can say this right. Figure that they just wear their own stuff and they don't need any more jewelry. I mean, for goodness sakes, they just make their own jewelry, right? You know what? My favorite pieces are the ones that other people make. Not that I don't love my work. I love wearing mine too. But there's something so special about, okay, like here's the creativity that I send out in the world. And it's so amazing wearing the pieces that other people make and their creativity that you can't touch because you do your thing and Kurt does his thing and Ma does her thing and the other folks jewelry that I have, like, it's so unique to the person that it's always a pleasure wearing somebody else's jewelry. And so I just brought this out of the package and I'm going to definitely need to check what the package said, unless somebody here in the chat can call this one. Oh, hello. I told you we'd have co-hosts. Like I said, it's that time of year. Like these guys, you open up a window or a door because it's warm, and everybody tries to come in. I'm gonna put that right there, and I'm gonna see if I can't backtrack and find out what this was because it is labeled. It was just labeled on the tape that I think I turned inside out, or no, maybe it's not. Nope. Okay, so I'm gonna have to defer to a Kurt help. Like I'm gonna ask the audience And everybody make sure to Steinkern. I'm gonna like rehydrate. Not that there were like little tears coming down or anything just now, but I need to rehydrate, and I think you guys all should too. It's a hot day. And hello, Allison with the 1L. It's so good to see you. Thank you for swooping in. And yes, we're definitely blowing through the jasmine in my mind and blowing my mind, period. And wondering what this beautiful kernel of fun is. And Ma is agreeing, stares at ring. Karen made me. It's so cool. And it's, you guys all have to admit, it's fun when we see this. Like Allison was wearing Ma's necklace on her Wednesday show. And I'll catch a glimpse of when Ma is, showing pictures, and oh, there's the ring. It's just cool. It's cool to see your pieces on other people, and then it's so cool to absolutely rock other people's work. So it's the best. And what we've got here is agatized barite from Yellow Cat. Holy goodness. I'm so glad that this is being recorded so that we can I'll know what to label it when I put it into the into my version of the rock room. It's not as rock room as say like Kyle's, but I've got a little something something going. One of these days we're all gonna take a tour when I get everything kind of put just so. But thank you, Kurt, for letting me know what that is. And Rick was saying, I'm looking at the manly marcasite pendant, magnificent, made right meow. Nice, exactly. That is so cool. And Tara is saying, I saw that. Yes. Yeah, it's so cool to see that. And Ma is saying, I don't ever take it off. That's awesome. And I've got like this super cool. I mean, I don't even have to say super cool Ma piece because they all are. But she gifted me one a while back, and I always get compliments on it when I wear it. So yeah, we do love sharing the shine. Skipping in a bit late, Steinkerns, everyone, from Sierra Hounder. And Steinkerns, back to you, Sierra Hounder. We are opening up a box from Kurt and having kind of like a love fest for each other at the moment. Also, making sure that we all know how appreciative we are of the creations of each other. And if you want to go and check out some of these creations, join our Discord. It's not hard to do, and you get to see all these things that people make like in real time. You'll see them like, here's this rough and I'm going to make it into this thing, and you see that both in the show and tell and in our challenges. The challenges are from cab to make anything out of a certain thing, and also jewelry. And so we've got a lot going on over there where if you enjoy seeing the creativity of people, then definitely go check it out. And do we have like a stromatophorid here, or is this what is the other thing I'm thinking of? This is, oh, wait, the agatized barite sometimes have a crazy red banding in the center. Okay, good to know. Maybe I need to like do a little cut. This I'm trying, like it's got the like almost it looks almost like, what am I thinking of? It looks like a stalactite stalagmite type thing on this end. And so it looks like Kelly is here. Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. We're finishing up a rock box from Kurt. And Karen's trying to figure out what she's got in her hand. We've got lasagna on the side here. And so sometimes that's stromatolike stuff. Stramato. Exactly, right? And yet at the same time, I'm not all that good with knowing. And so sometimes I am way off, like it's something else entirely. And so, this looks like it's travertine. Okay. So does travertine have an organic beginning as well though? Uh I think it I think it does. Yeah, okay. Stromatolite travertine. Great. We get our cake and eat it too. Awesome. This is so cool. What a totally cool piece of lasagna cake do we have? Let's make it wet. There we go. Yeah. I was hoping that, making it wet would, just give us an idea of some of the more interesting color here. And maybe um less lasagna and more, what is that, baklava? Like that honey treat that has, like, all the crispy layers. I think I might be hungry. We have fossilized baklava here. How delicious. Tasty treat. Yes, gorgeous stuff, says Blind Squirrel Rocks, and look at that badonkadonk, though. Oh my. What you looking at? Are you looking at me? Yeah, and it is very interesting, and that rock got back. Yeah. We need the other format to get all the back on that. And we've got petrified back bacon. Oh, that's gonna stick to my head for sure. Forgive me, I'm only on my second glass and it's Friday. Cheers, Steinkern, everybody, everybody. Steinkern. This is begging us to do so. Yeah. And we've got, of course, I like big rocks and I cannot lie. Bottoms up, Tara. Yes. Oh, and it also glows. All right. Again, since I turned on all the lights, we won't get a super good idea here. I need to do an after dark with y'all at some point. But oh my gosh, does it ever? Okay. I mean, whose rump glows like that here, guys? Good Lord. Get back. That is, I'm sorry, I'm having like massive hand drift. Let me see if I can't bring that into, where you guys aren't like staring at the corner of your screen. But that is so obnoxiously glowing that it's fully lit under here and it's still like just going off like that. That's amazing. All right. We're definitely going to have to do stromatolites after dark here because that is so cool. I love that, Kurt. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We're almost down to the end. No pun. We've got Cheeky, also no pun. And we have Ma that needs some baklava now, right? Oh, that does sound good. I just love honey. So you drizzle honey over anything cardboard, and I'd probably just want to chew on it. And Tara's giggling over there. Well, good. That's what we're supposed to be doing for each other on a Friday night. Is getting getting our chortles and whatnot going. And we've got episode 1, Stromats After Dark. Yeah. And Blind Squirrel, I've got some cool of that from you too. This could happen. I think this is that a challenge? Challenge accepted. All right, we've got this here, and it's got an O for ozone. Ah, and it's got it's got a fly for fly zone as well. This is a no fly zone Come on now. Yeah, this is beautiful. Now, forgive my incompetence here. It looks very sticky. Like as in stick like it's like stick jasper, the other variety, um not the stick agate, but the other. Is this a like a rhyolite of some kind? What do we have here? Yes, a co-host. Oh dear. Is it leopard skin? Um and brown chicken, brown cow. And yeah, right? Phyllo dough can't go wrong. Yummy. So yummy. And you're back to your house. That was a quick one. Oh, hand drift. Um Look at how detailed that is. You guys know how much I love stuff like this. I'm going to need to, wow, I can get pretty close. I need to polish this and put it under the microscope. Stat. That's so pretty. I love it. That is so cool. I'll probably just use this whole piece instead of doing that oval, the O for ozone. I'll probably just mac out that right there. Shaklack. Because that, it would just, I don't want to not have any of this survive. I'm gonna make it the whole piece, for goodness sakes. It's so pretty. This is such a cool box. Yeah, leopard rhyolite. Show enough. Thank you. That's fantastic. Leopard skin rhyolite. I love it. I love rhyolite so much. And it does such the cool things. And it is knockout gorgeous. Heck yeah. So yeah, you guys are also going to see that one again. I guess I should be leaving these at this point, since we don't need to look at an empty box. Let's get some of these superstars back on the stage for the applause. How is that not going to make me laugh like every time I see it, you guys? Like I cannot look at this rump with a straight face anymore, ever. There we go. Now I want a spanky. Oh my gosh, a spankit copita, spankit copita. Is that some kind of a Greek delight? That oh wow, oh that's so cool. That is so cool. I think we were just looking at this stuff over on the Allison video. Is it not the same? It looks the same as the selenite. And it looks like somebody is finito. Somebody? Is it? Oh, it's Chris. Good to see you. Thank you again so much, Chris, for coming on. That was a super fun romp through some visually very appealing things. Thank you for sharing those. Yeah, that is a gorgeous, 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 juicy, juicy piece of Jack Frostitude, a fossil Jack Frost flake, I believe. we can't wait to see more. That's a perfect arrangement. We would love to see more. There's one more bag, you guys. One more bag. Yeah, gypsum selenite. Fantastic. Yeah, that's the fossilized Jack Frost flakes that we got to see also on the live of Allison's, and she had some honkers. This is beautiful. Hey, by the way, Kurt, I don't have any of this in my collection. So this is the firstliest and onlyest piece, and it will get a place of honor. Thank you so much for that. I just for some reason I have missed that up until now, and so I've got that fantastic little thing. And so is anybody else having sound issues? Because it seems as though Soul is not hearing anything. And so I would love to know if I'm just talking to myself, which happens all the time. It's totally cool, but I would love for you guys to be along with it as well. Um, you know, just because because we are doing the live stream. I mean, the visuals are darn good, but it's not bad with some narration as well. Very nice material, right, Kelly? Beautiful material from Kurt, and it's thick too. Yes. And I'm getting some other people saying that there's sound. Soul está bien, and we've got a 5 by 5 and an I hear you, and we've got okay over there, and we've got a 4 by 4. Jeanette, I love it. Yeah, that's how I roll. It's definitely 4 by 4. I love it. And it does hate water. Okay, thank you. Yeah, it would probably make some nice salty water out of it. Oh my gosh, did you find out if it hated water, Kurt? You've got some stories about like water and freezing things that just make me so sad. So hopefully he didn't find out that it didn't like water somehow. And Lava Bison, hey, it's a lovely evening, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for not issuing at this moment in time. Perfect. And we must have missed something from Rick. Although somebody's always got Rick's back and can read what he did. And it looks like the grand finale is that we've got some crinoid here, I believe, like a crinoid stock. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not as good with these kind of fossils as I am with some of the stuff that we get to dig around here. I haven't found any crinoids out here, but it could happen. We're happening, in the Jurassic. And I seem to be the only one that cares right now. So I'm sure that's wrong. I'm just not quite dialed in yet. But this is a super cool column. How neat is this? Not being in. There we go. You guys are seeing my ukulele calluses on my fingers. Sorry for that. Not very pretty. Okay, got it figured out. Someone turned off the soundbar. Good. Okay, perfect. Because we don't want to leave anybody quiet. We're going to babble up everybody this evening. Hey, Mom, that made me want to say hi to you. Mom, if you're out there, good on you. I'm babbling your way as well. And oh dear, yeah, yes, I found that out quick. Oh man, I bet you there's a good story attached to that. And a black remote on a black table in a dark room. That's probably what I sat my Gatorade on. Okay. And Kurt is saying tested on some small ones that got destroyed. Oh dear. We need to hear the song. And this is an agatized crinoid from South Central Kentucky. Yeah, baby, look at how fat this is. That is so cool. And Dave, I've been threatening to play you guys a song for quite some time now. And to the extent that actually John Saucer Hunter sent me a whole entire ukulele to play, and it's one of the ones that I like to take along with me when we go on adventures. And I do play quite a bit, and you guys deserve to hear it, I guess. I don't know if I really would, do that to you guys since you're enjoying yourselves, but yeah, I'll play you a song at one of these times soon. I just have to play something that I won't get demonetized for, which is kind of silly. Or just you guys know that actually for all of these lives, none of them, zero monetization. Not a single live has ever been monetized, just so that you guys know. That's not what it's about. And so the videos are the ones. And so I know that they put up ads anyway on non-monetized things, but I want to make them as easy to watch since they're a long play. And so hopefully you guys get the least amount as possible. But yeah, this is super duper cool. And we've got some ideas going on here. I've been toying with the idea of going live on Saturday nights for a Turtle Cave Saturday where we'll look at cool rocks. Well, yeah, do it. I don't think anybody's doing Saturday nights. By all means, we would love, love, love. And we've got ukulele, ukulele it on me. Betty, okay. Between you and Dave, you've absolutely twisted my arm and talked me into it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll just have to figure out what would be a good selection that won't get me in trouble. With those silly people on the YouTube. Kurt, thank you so much for this incredible box and this incredible gift. I will be wearing, almost immediately. I will get that onto a necklace, and it's going to look so cool on a black leather cord. It's going to be unreal. So, thank you so much. I will treasure this always. And what a very cool box. And so, let us that and me. I'm back. And wow, the sun is starting to go down and everything. And let me see, where is that? Okay. Although the light's shining nicely on the hydrangeas, don't you think? And we've got these cool lilies that happen in our yard too. And so those are just some pretty yard flowers that we have going on. And let's see, just making sure I'm not listening, or I'm not listening. I'm not missing anything in the chat. I'm listening to the chat, but you guys are so quiet because I have to read it and do a poll. Yes or no to a turtle live. You know what? I'm on the StreamYard, so I can't create a poll right now on the YouTube. They're very cool, but I can't make one of those things come out of the thin air from this vantage point, and I'm sorry about that. That's one of the problems that comes with this particular platform. But worth it for some of the other things, like being able to have all of the different media available. And here we have this. I'm doing my best to monetize each and every Rock Fam member. Jim, you are doing an amazing job, and we all really, really appreciate you. I consider it a mission. I have a quarter tank of gas, a half a pack of smokes, and my shades on at night. That's right. Very cool. Oh, shoot. I don't have any. I have no shades. I have safety glasses that are dusty. Rock on, Jim Fry. We appreciate you for that. But seriously, Jim, you really do an amazing job of supporting everybody, and that's what it's about. Most of us, we're doing it to share the pleasure of all of this fantastic stuff that we get to experience. And if you can't go and rock hound on the river for Jurassic fossils, then I'm taking you with us, and that sort of thing. And so, the thing with the capitalization of it on the platform side, not worried about it. They hate me as far as the algorithm goes right now anyway, because I'm not playing it. I haven't released enough videos in the last, several months to, but it's you guys that matter. So you're here and we love ya and we appreciate that. And so that's what matters. And Jim, you make everybody happy in the community. Thank you for what you do. Honestly, it's awesome. And so, and you guys know who you are in there, like that help out so much, and everybody just watching helps, and hitting that thumbs up helps, and leaving a comment helps, or sharing it. And I'm not saying do those things. I'm just saying, like, whenever you decide to pitch that for whatever video you're watching or a live stream that you happen to attend or subscribing or whatever, you are voting. You're voting by doing that. This is content that, hey, YouTube, this is just as important as folks doing some strange dance. And if I need to do a strange dance or play a strange ukulele song or do both at the same times, I will do it. But yeah, I really appreciate the generosity of all you guys, all y'all. Where was I? Oh my gosh. Okay. So, lastly but not leastly, we are going to look at these things that just happened over here on the sushi tray. Don't look at the incredible mess that's going on behind me. How many of you guys, like, if you work a lot out of your studio, or if you are doing a lot of summer trips trying to get things done, you like come home, you dump stuff, and then you maybe work a bit and then you go again? That is what's going on in this room, and it is like pandalarium. You can see, like, there's like Riker mounts on my flat lap. There's like my what's even going on back there? It's not a good scene, but a lot of work is getting done. And the happy thing is, like I was just saying at the very top of the live stream, is that something's coming Kurt's way that is very exciting, and we'll share a little bit about that after it happens. And so we've got Whip It Good by Rick. Wonder how that would sound on the ukulele. And yeah, thank you guys all for your recommendations of smashing like buttons and all that kind of good stuff. And we do wish we could, like, just power swipe that like just as many times as possible. But I think even like hitting the hearts and stuff like that, apparently, like, any kind of interaction, even these chats, like, they will judge how many chats came through, and like that helps. And so everything that you're doing, you just being here, is so valuable. Thank you. We really appreciate it. And so let's see. We've got, let's get that back where, getting it back where it belongs. And let me see if I can do this and this. And so we see some material from our friend Blind Squirrel Rocks here. And you guys recognize the horn corals. These absolutely turn out beyond cool when you cut them. Here's one that is a slice. I will be polishing some of these up and leaving some of them as slabs, and they will be part of giveaways for the next live stream, when I'm having, like, kind of the end of the summer sale for jewelry and slabbies. Here's some slabby dabby. Here's the mama stone that you guys saw in the beginning lineup. with the lightning strikes in the wood. And here is that cabochon. Cabochon. And one of the things that I would love to hear what you guys think about this. I was talking to Caleb Jahick, Freeform Lapidary, a little. And I know some of you are rappers out there and others are jewelry makers, etc., and so forth. And what do you think about the polishing of the back? Like this piece is finished on the back. It's not a high polish, it's finished. So if you wanted to do a wrap on this, you could. It's not mirror like the top, so not quite as much time, but it's definitely finished out. Now oh my gosh, I love that so much. That wood just turned out incredible, and so I'm gonna give it some provenance. Family member had a ranch out in Scio, Oregon, which is against the foothills of the Cascades on the west side of the Cascade Mountains in the Willamette Valley proper. And just like how that marker ranch that Kyle likes to talk about, they found all of this petrified wood on their farm when they were, or ranch, while they were trying to clear the fields to use their equipment. And so they invited me to come out and get it, and I did. And so this is some nice petrified wood from the Willamette Valley, which is stunning. And a lot of it is like highly agatized, and so you can shine a flashlight through it. And so super fun stuff. Yeah, that cab is good wood. Thank you so much. I like it does all the work, you just polish it best you can, and this stuff is hard work and wood, man. It's so pretty. I just love it. And so yeah, thank you for the feedback. So Laura is saying I like polish on the back, and I was telling Caleb that I don't always polish the backs, because when I'm setting something into jewelry, I don't need it polished on the back. Plus, sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of tooth, a rough surface, so that it doesn't slide around when you're trying to set it. This is just a preference, and I would love to hear your guys' preferences too. I like polishing the backs when it's necessary, so there's that. And what do we need to cut? We need to know. We need to know what you'd like to have cut. And I don't have to answer that question. She always polishes the backs. And some people are that just feels like it's complete, and I totally get that as well. And paddle is the magic word. Rick, what are we talking about? Did I miss something? I'm absolutely sure that I missed something. And my fronts look like the back. Bad. No, I saw what you've been doing, and you have a video out too, don't you, Ryan? Please let us know, because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, that you released a video. I need to go back and check it out, and maybe we could put a link for that. But no, you're doing great. And yes, super Scio wood. Heck yeah. Oh, it's so good. And you know what's really interesting about this wood? I'm just going to take one more second, and then we'll talk about the other stuff, and we'll look underneath the microscope to put the cherry on the top of the sundae. But a lot of this wood, this is kind of just chunky looking, but a lot of this wood, you can see how rounded the edges are right there. Some of it is tumbled so hard. And this would probably be Miocene era wood. And one of the things that I think is really interesting about the wood in the Willamette Valley, and this is just a theory, so you guys don't go and get me flunked out of getting research grants or trying to enter school if that's what's going to happen. But the 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 wood in the Willamette Valley, just imagine on the other side of the Cascades when we go hunting wood, like at Hampton Butte, you find the wood in the ground and it's wood still. I mean, it looks like it fell down and it's got all of the textures and everything that just wood that just fell would have. On the other side of the Cascades, you have this tumbled wood. The Cascades were kind of like the rim of the bathtub when the Ice Age floods came down into Oregon from Montana. They filled the Willamette Valley like a bathtub somewhat. And they brought all of all of this rich soil down and deposited it there. And that's why it's a fantastic region for wine grapes, is because of the terroir. And it's because of the Ice Age floods that happened, the Missoula floods. They terminated at the bottom of the Willamette Valley, from what I understand. What seems to be an interesting possibility, and if you know anything about that, I would love for you to chime in either in the chat or in the comments. But it seems like these were tumbled in the bathtub, that they were lying there like the ones that are on the other side of the Cascade Range, and they got ripped around and tumbled and redeposited. We also know that there was an inland sea there, but I think it was the Ice Age floods that did it. And so that's just something to toss around in your head. And there was a joke that I missed. Did I miss it? I probably completely missed everything. And it sounds like it was a good thing. It was a good thing that I did. Oh, good. And thank you. Ma did provide the link in the chat for Ryan's latest video. Excellent. And so, some other people might be chunky and rounded as well. Do you have anything to do with the Ice Age flood? Perhaps some till, something like that. An erratic. Maybe that fits. Okay, and so we've got, like, I was particularly drawn to the design that was going on inside. Like, it almost looks like a spider web there in the center of this horn coral. Amazing. And so I took what was the end of this horn coral. You can see there's that really neat pattern there. And then you can see that, oh, Tara was asking about glitter and trying to inspire glitter in your video. You can do that with an alternate light source. Like if I had my brought to you by Mr. Turtle Montana gem light, I could inspire some flash from the glittery little crystals. But there is also something that I meant to shout through the chat at you when you were asking about it, but hands wet. I was holding this very rock in the cab machine, actually. That YouTube has a confetti effect, is I guess what it's called. And when there is something that is a tiny thing, like if you've got a lot of leaves, confetti, anything that is like a tiny thing that is different and might befuddle pixels, it gets confused with the compression. And sometimes it just does not convey. You'll see something just completely pixelized instead, or it just doesn't pick it up. Like the pixel rate isn't right or the compression rate isn't right. And so if you've ever had a video that you released and it looks like you're like, that was the most gorgeous water shot of the river. Believe me, it just happened. It's all pixelated and discombobulated, is because the YouTube compression doesn't like it, and it's called the confetti effect. And so there's that. If you get glitter happening, then good on you. So I was working on polishing this guy so that we could all look at it underneath the microscope. That's what I was doing during the live. My hands were wet, and so we get a much better look at the incredible design inside these. And so the comparo, we have the before. These are, sister pieces, and the after. And so this piece that's in my left hand will also be part of giveaway when that time comes. This nice little polished piece here. But I mean, it is just amazing. And this stuff comes alive. And thank you so much, Blind Squirrel Rocks, for sharing these incredible fossils. They are artwork, and thank you, co-host. They're really impressive whole, and then when you cut them and polish them, they continue to be like nature's finest artwork. So you can see a little bit of the druzy glitter going on inside this. It's like got more glitter than anything should be allowed. And so I'm going to stick this on the microscope, and we will have a look at that, because they're even better when close up. Let me get, pardon me, that set up. And everybody, you need to Steinkern. We need to make sure that we're staying hydrated. And I can hear it coming out in the vocal fry. Nobody wants to hear that vocal fry. That's not pretty. And it's especially this horn coral does not at all deserve vocal fry from Karen. So everybody, Steinkerns really quick. Cheers to you. Cheers, Kurt. Thank you so much for coming. And all of the beautiful gifts. Swear I'm so deeply touched by that. That pendant is incredible. Really quickly before we switch over to the microscope, we've got some gem field. This is the opalite, and this opalite I was actually saving to cut until I had a necessity. I'm that way. Like we said before, you've got your specimens until you gotta go for it. This stuff is so insane, and it's truly like opal. I mean, it's so glassy. You can kind of see where it hasn't been cut, how it just sort of conchoidals away. I mean, it's just super, super glassy stuff. And so these will be coming up in a project soon, but there probably will be some extras also to share. And hey, Jenny Stone is here. Good to see you. And the Mad Rockhounder, the agate magnet, is here as well, loving the colors. And yeah, once we get this underneath the microscope and we get a close look at the colors, I do hope that you all swoon as I do. And Blind Squirrel Rocks is saying that the belle of the ball at this point, Kurt was before. I'm just addicted to those cross-cut coral designs and patterns, right? They're insane. They're so beautiful. And every single one is like a fingerprint. They're different, every one of them. And it's like you want to express like every single unique one. All of these have different things going on. I did want to let's see if I can get it to happen here. We'll do an after dark, but some of these are also nicely UV reactive. I think it's those ones. Yeah, these ones over here. So let me just bring that up really quick. And look at, okay, you can't because I'm over there, but and that's maybe too much in the light. But yeah, some of these are screamers. Probably having more calcite than the agate, and some of them, or quartz, and some of them being more agatized. But look at that. Look at that. How cool is that pattern? You can't. It's not ideal. I'm teasing you with the prospect of seeing how cool that is. So we will. We'll have a good night one, and we'll do some microzone with that as well. Oh my gosh, Mr. Turtle Montana, you're not supposed to do this, but thank you. Gifting 10 Ozone Fine Art memberships. And like I said, look tomorrow at the membership side for a video for just for you guys. Some previews and some stuff that won't be seen anywhere else, just because it's us like doing shenanigans. Not the same shenanigans as AZRE. This is our own brand. Okay, we got a bell for this. So nice, Turtle. Thank you for being part of the research fund. It's the research grant. You guys are awesome. Yeah, every bit of it going to a really cool place. Like, and I said there was the cool tools happening too that you guys get to see. I'm going to be doing some unboxing of some cool tools. But it's not studio time yet. Like, I am being good. The cool tools are still in their boxes right now. I'm being such a good girl because I want to unbox them for you. And there's some really, really neat stuff. And we're sending prayers to somebody's wife. It's Rick's. My wife just fell. Good night, y'all. Prayers, please. Okay, prayers to you and your wife. Happy birthday, sir. And I hope that everything's okay. Be careful, you guys. And good call, Dave. Everybody gather your prayers and your good energies for Rick's wife. And I hope that everything's fine and that he has a good rest of his birthday. And that being said, let's get some MicrOzone. We might even get our co-host on the MicrOzone. We'll have to see. So let's go ahead and pull this up. Yeah, there's our co-host right there. All right. And so we'll bring this onto the full screen. And what we have here is that butterfly wing. I mean, it is literally elegant, like a butterfly wing. Maybe even fancier. Don't tell the butterflies that the horn coral is fancier than thou. And let me take that away for now so that you can see the pretty. And I'm just going slow so that, remember, we don't get like the confetti effect for you. And then I'm going to settle so that in case you are having confetti effect, that we won't continue that. I'm going to pan in. We'll have a closer look at some of these cool cell structures of the polyp. And then I'll put some music on so that we can just enjoy. But let's revel right now in the fact that each of these cells are collecting either a huge druzy pocket, or we've got these chalcedony pockets with the white, like snowflakes in each chamber, again, being so much like a fingerprint, where it's just unique to this tiny incident in this particular horn coral. You can see my field of view coming in and out. We've got different colors. We've got blues and whites and amber colors in the druzy quartz. We're at about, let's see. Oh, we've got a ways to go yet. Probably about 20x right now only. So we can get some pretty close intimacy on, we were talking about the frosted Jack Frost flakes or whatever, the fossilized frost flakes. I'm going to bring the exposure up. So I'm going to bring our box back. It's going to, give us some light. The closer you go, the more light this magnification needs. And this does remind me about like what we were seeing as far as the digital microscope that Julie was showing us earlier. And that is a fine way to go, especially if you don't work underneath the microscope. You can work underneath one of those digital microscopes as well, like for setting stones and that sort of thing. And really, that's one of the biggest uses for this microscope too. Research and, prepping fossil and doing stone setting. So I invite everybody to come into the MicrOzone, get a microscope, and those digital microscopes are a great buy. They're a great asset. If you don't need it specifically for something like a big, fancy armature microscope, then get a digital one and come play. Yes, butterfly wing scales. For sure. Wowzers, definitely. And yeah, the incredible rich colors that you get to see when you get to isolate into the mineralization is amazing. Yes, that is a druzy pocket. This is absolutely riddled with druzy. So if you see sparkles, they're sparkles. And then we've got these flares, and you wonder, oh my gosh, how did this thing mineralize in such a way? And we do have amber waves of grain. Absolutely. Let's all sing along. And we have the microscope queen herself. And I believe that actually Cynthia has another video as well. Hi, I'll finally finish the video I was working on. Well, that was somewhat like prophetic, right? Awesome. Yeah. We can't wait to see. We've got Peacock Feather from the Opal Guy. So we'll stay zoomed in. I can take this off and we'll start a little cruise around to have a look. I'll do some different magnifications. Right now, we are only at, like I said, about 20x, between 20x and 30x ish. And so we can get closer. So we'll do a little bit of closer, but I'll go ahead and put some music on for your enjoyment, and you can just enjoy the view for a bit, and then we'll bring it back on. Before I do that, really quick, I want to make sure we've got as much light as we need, so I don't have to do that. So let me just make sure that we are doing that. Are we there? Yeah. Okay. So we'll chill and take a walk. Drop dead gorgeous. Absolutely amazing. Goodness gracious. The Microzone, as brought to you by Blind Squirrel Rocks and the most amazing horn coral ever. And that was the tiny little adventure that we just went through on this stone here. And like I mentioned before, we're going to go ahead and do kind of an end of the summer extravaganza with some giveaways and some jewelry and some slabs and some rough and all the things that you might enjoy, especially in the absence of some of our other favorite channels that are going to be off playing. So we'll provide for something in between the lives that happen that they're going to be doing. So thank you guys for hanging out with that. I just love the comments. Like we've got, of course, love the druzy and around the horn. That's a good title. We've got micro and chill for sure. Is that what they meant by micro before? I don't know. We've got Druzy Lands. We've got, did I say veins of crystals? I love that. Oh man, it's just so amazing inside there. You can only imagine you could get lost just taking a walk, a visual walk. I do it all the time. I need to record them all. And I do owe you guys a video, a long video of that with the music. And so Sierra Hounder, thank you for coming. Thank you, Dad, for the beautiful, and Phil Dad of Dance Rocks, and fulfilled for now. We got more. We've got more of that to come, and I think that when under the uh, UV will be a lot of fun. I always think that it's incredible seeing a specimen regular and then you see it under the UV and it just takes on a whole nother character. And I do have a bag from Blind Squirrel Rocks that says I love UV. So I don't think any of us have seen inside that bag really yet. That was a deep box, sir. So thank you. And so here's the deal. Thanks again for hanging out for all the fun this evening. And I should have some releases for you tomorrow. Later on, when we come round again for another live, we'll have some tool reveals, and I'm gonna make sure that I hit all of the business. Like, make sure to go hit Kyle's live if you're in the PNW, and if not, keep an eye open for some other lives that might be there, like Tara might do. I do want to also remind you, Theo dropped a beautiful video on the aquamarine. Oh my gosh, what a bucket list to be able to go up and mine aquamarine. It was an incredible video. Go check that out. I think that was last Saturday. I've been gone for a little while from you guys, and so I wanted to kind of do a full catch up, and we'll bring you some different views from some different places too. Like some of the channels are going to be popping off to the opals, which have a great time, safe travels, and I wish I was there. But we'll be bringing you some postcard views and some lives and some videos from some other places. And so we'll balance it out. Everybody gets to have some fun. Thanks again to Kurt. Thanks again to Rufocious Rooted Rockhound for sharing the stuff from Patrick and those beautiful bulls. And thank you, Sonia, again, from the bottom of my heart. I think I hit everything else on there. Videos coming soon and all that good stuff. And Dad's Rocks, Phil has been listening and packing. Oh, it sounds like it's just going to be an incredible time for everybody. And I'm so happy that you guys get to go and party together. All right. And so we'll bring the credits on to thank you guys for being members of the channel, and then also your support. Like all of the grants that happened this evening, the research grants, I thank you so much for. And so to you, have a fantastic weekend. I hope it's filled with rocks. Share it with us any way, shape, or form. It doesn't matter if it's very rock filled. We love you. I'll see you over on the Discord, and hopefully some more live stream coming very soon, and obviously video content as well. Hug your rocks, hug your friends. Have a great weekend. Cheers to you, and thanks for coming. I love you. Alive, everybody. Oh goodness me. Hold on. There it is. Let's start that over again. There. One of these days I'll get it. Hopefully before we're done. Are you here? Am I here? And we can't hear me. Let's start over again. Are you here? Am I here? And we can't hear me. Let's start over again.